Driving in winter weather can be tough, but if you have the right tools at your disposal, getting to your destination can be a breeze. We are joined now by Sarah Robinson from Michelin to talk about tires and the science behind them, because having the right tire on your car for the right conditions is so important.
Absolutely. The right tire literally does change everything about the car. You can have the most performant car on paper in the world, and if you put the wrong tire on it, you've almost rendered it useless, especially in constantly changing winter conditions. And so we've got a couple of tires here that we can talk about the differences. I mean,
this one that we have here in front of me, this is a great tire. But this is maybe not necessarily an ideal winter tire. This is more of a high-performance summer tire.
Correct. So this tire is built for performance in wet and dry conditions, and it doesn't have to worry about super cold temperatures and snow and slush. So even the tread design looks very different because you've got these big smooth tread blocks. They don't generate a lot of heat, and they transfer, you know, there's all this rubber that gets to touch the ground on the contact patch. So they deliver all of that performance very efficiently and effectively. As well, it's a completely different rubber mix than either of these two tires.
This is really hard. This is pretty stiff rubber.
I mean, it's tough to determine how a tire is going to perform just by feeling what the rubber is, but what you can feel is how different they are across the three.
For a lot of us, the family sedan, the family minivan, we drive it off the lot when we buy it, and it's got an all-season tire on it, which can do well in all 4 seasons.
Right.
It can do well in wintertime.
Right. It is designed to deliver a broad spectrum of performance, so it covers a little bit of what we're used to in performance, but it doesn't deliver the all-out gratuitous traction of a performance
tire. Tell us
tire.
about the tread on this.
So you see that it's a little different. You still have big blocks here, but you see these little sipes. And these are designed to help you deal with conditions, you know, in the slush or light snow. And so the tread design goes a long way to dealing with the conditions that are on the road. But it's the rubber compound that's designed to deal with the climate and the changing temperatures.
Good tire, but if you really live in a northern climate, this is the way to go, the winter tire.
Absolutely. The winter tire is designed for the most perilous conditions in the winter. And so if you're living in a place like Boston or Chicago and you don't even have to ask yourself if you're going to see snow and you've got super cold temperatures, this tire is designed to deal with that. And not only can you look at the differences and see it in terms of all of what we call the sipes, these little cuts in the groove, they deliver biting edges so that as you're going through snow, you're constantly digging out kind of a new path ahead. And as well, this compound, you noted that it feels very different.
This is a little bit softer. It gives a little bit more than the other tires.
Right. So when it gets to be super freezing and you're getting in temperatures in the 10s and the 20s, this compound is more able to deal with those temperatures, and it doesn't go to the glassy state, and so it's always able to be tractive in the cold temperatures.
You have said that you may be better off with a winter tire even with just a rear-wheel drive vehicle than an all-season and an all-wheel drive vehicle.
Absolutely. So again, the car can have all the technology in the world, but if you don't dress it with the right tires, it's not ready for the conditions. It's just like, you know, we change our boots and our gloves for different types of conditions.
Your car has to do the same thing?
It has to do the same thing. You can drive better in a 2-wheel drive vehicle with winter tires than if you're just running on the OE all seasons on your all-wheel drive vehicle.
There is a real science behind it for sure. Sarah Robinson from Michelin, thanks so much for being here. That being the science behind your tires.